Hey, I'm at the MLG CSGO major, the first $1 million major in North America. I'm here with Hooch of
Hey guys.
Gambit. How's it going, Hooch?
I'm feeling fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a new sponsor, a relatively new sponsor, relatively new lineup, qualified for the major, got
Yeah.
stickers in the game,
Yeah.
signatures.
But it's not about that.
No, it's not about
yeah.
about the money.
Yeah.
No, it's about the wins, right?
Yeah.
So we can talk about that. You just had a win over Envy.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty close game. They won the half 6-9. You came back and edged it out. Was there anything special that you tried to do?
Well, we started pretty good. We were like up 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
But after that we choked again, like we did against Australis. We were 5-1 against Australis and lost 6-9. Here it was 5-0 and we lost 6-9 again. But the thing is, we knew that NVS doesn't have a good city sides. Like they had the game against CLG yesterday and they took 0 rounds. So I was expecting us to play good ST, and I said to my team, like, they're playing bad CT, we can do it. And after that we took 9 rounds in a row and we did some little mistakes in that final round, and then we lost 3 more. But finally we made it, so GG.
I think it's fair to say that Waylander was man of the match.
Yeah, it's obvious. The guy who get like 4 times 3 kills and makes like open kills 3 times in gun rounds as a T side. Yeah, he's MVP, obvious.
Yeah. He had to take a break, right, because he had to join the army or do his service for a while. He played with Pitter before.
Yeah.
Really big fan of Pitter. I liked him a lot, and he was always really good on that team. How did you notice him, or how did you know him?
Well, I played with Peter at Katowice qualifier, and we almost beat Titan. We lost on second overtime. Then we beat G2, the old one from Poland. And then we lost to Flipside in the deciding match. So, and Warlander was performing super good. And we knew that like he's the only one player in Russia and CIS who is really like top level. So we decided to wait for him, and looks how it's going now.
Nice.
Yeah.
How are you about your, apart from the games, how do you feel about your new sponsor, or Gambit? You've had like these funny ad campaigns and...
Well, the thing is, the tag is quite new for us, but the CEO of the Gambit is my longtime friend, and he was my first captain in professional team. It's Konstantin Pekiner, aka Groove. He was a long-time Virtus Pro captain. So we didn't feel like we were new to the organization, just like the new name, but we are really satisfied that we play for Gambit, and just happy about that.
Nice. Yeah. Is there anything specific about how they like are trying to push out all this content that they wanted to tell you about?
Yeah, they're doing a great job, like with marketing and promoting us. Like the thing is, like American community and European community like the things more than the Russian ones. The Russian ones are on CIS ones. They're always like saying that's bad, that's not good. But I think that's just awesome, and like with abusing the meme of Dosia, it's just funny and hilarious, and like I think it's really important to have irony. So he's just doing right.
Awesome. Yeah. And you guys are really into it. I think it looks really great for you.
Yeah.
What do you think your chances of beating CLG are in this best of 3?
I don't know. We don't know who is going to play.
Astralis.
Yeah, but I don't know. The chances are equal. They're a good team. We're a good team. I don't know. Let's say if it's going to be CLG, it will be easy. If it will be Astralis. But
on that note, you mentioned that you thought it was Envy to play. That Envy had lackluster play, and CLG you couldn't say much because Envy
I
played
can say that CLG played not good. They played awesome. They just counter-started them and played really good and give them 0 chance as T-side on Cobble. But Envy just played bad as CT, and that's just it.
So if you look at Cobble, if you end up playing Cobble versus Envy or Cobble versus CLG, for example, would you look at that match? Would you try to watch that back?
Oh, we already watched that match because we expected to play Cobble also against Envy, and they didn't remove it, so it could be possibility to play Cobble. But I think Cobble is a quite okay map for us. We sometimes choke as CT, but we have good T-side. So I think tomorrow game, if we play against CLG and we play on a Cobble, it will depend how much T rounds we can gain and how much they can do as T. That's what's important.
So you're somewhat of an underdog in the group on paper to analysts and maybe just the public.
Us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe third, right? Some people would say. But do you feel like an underdog?
Of course, yeah. Why not? Because we just beat defending champions, even though they're struggling. And we have Australis, who is like top 3, top 4 team in the world. So yeah, we are kind of underdogs, but it's easier to play as an underdog because people don't expect much from you, and you like don't have that big pressure. So I think it's a good position to be underdog.
Nice. Now
we're enjoying that.
That's great. And you're calling. You mentioned that you're calling, but you have a great coach to help you out.
And also Adrian is supporting us together. Like,
what's it like having 3 voices in a round?
The thing is, like, we have a plan for a game, which the coach says like how the team gonna play, what they're gonna do, and we together like preparing for the game. So when the game starts, I start calling. Like, for example, I give a call, and someone say like. For example, like I say, let's go B, and the guy who's playing B, he knows that they stack there. He says, we shouldn't go B because they play 2. We can fake B and go A together. So it's like we think about the game together. Just I'm making the final decisions.
Did you try to rewrite roles at all? So when you have Dosia, one problem for Get Right early in CS:GO was that his style he was the first big lurker, and then Dosia was the other powerhouse lurker. But everybody knew because they played them so much what they were going to do.
Yeah.
So do you try to reinvent how Dosia plays?
The thing is, like, I think lurkers now are really expected. For example, it's really hard times for Get Right or Happy now because everyone expects if like 4 guys going one side, you expect another one to come from the other side. So I think the CS changed a little bit. Like it's not like 4-1 anymore. I mean, there is rounds when you go 4-1 is clothing from like lurking, but you can't make your whole game just putting like everything on lurker. So the Dosia, he started playing like different roles, and he needed time, but he's getting better and better, and I hope he's gonna get his best shape soon.
Cool. Would you say how would you describe your team style of play on T side? Would you say you're map control heavy or execute heavy?
No, I don't think like we're really good at executes, but we can control map really good. And the thing is, for us, it's easier to play ST. Because we communicate more and do things together, like team play and stuff. SCT, we still struggle on that, but I hope we're gonna fix that.
How come? If a map is CT-sided and you're good as a terrorist, why is it hard to play CT if you get T figured out? What's missing there?
I don't know. There are people like think if we like get a lot of rounds ST, like you just have to play and like stay on your position and get the shots. But the CS changed a lot, so you have to combine together, do some things. Just not enough just to stay 2B, 3A and to win the games. It's not possible anymore.
I see.
Yeah.
So how important would you say is an opening pick? It's kind of a bonus question.
Yeah.
How important is an opening pick on CT side? Would you say getting the first kill?
It's very important because you can change the rotation and play more defensive, and you can use that advantage. Like if you stay the same positions like you were 5-on-4, it's not right. But it's very important as well as T first frag. If teams know how to properly use that advantage, it's very hard. Like for example, one of the best teams in the world, Luminosity, when they have an advantage, the players, they rarely lose that advantage, and that's what the skill about.
So would you say it's worth taking a risk when it's 5v5? Like, is it better to have 5v5 or
I mean,
risk?
like, you know that who doesn't risk, that doesn't drink champagne. Like, and if you don't do any actions in the game, like if you just let the people do actions against you, you're gonna lose.
Right.
Sometimes you have to have balls and do something strange, say maybe something wild, and it works. Even, especially on the highest level, and it goes not only for esport or CS or anything like football, soccer, American football, basketball or anything.
True.
Yeah.
What would you say realistically is your expectation for your team coming into the major?
I don't do expectations about my team. I think I have a superstition about that, so I can talk about other teams. My team, we're just trying to play better.
Okay. Well, if you do pick another team, then that might get in the way of your placing, but who would you say has the best chance of winning the whole thing?
It's a hard question, but I think Fnatic not gonna win this.
No?
Yeah, I think like
you heard it here first.
Yeah, I really respect this team. They're the best in the world, but everything comes to the end sometimes, and I think it's the time that they're gonna be moved from the from the hill. So I think Luminosity, Navi, Astralis got really good chances, but I would say rather Navi and Luminosity.
Navi, Luminosity final maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, man.
Yeah,
Really appreciate
you're
the interview.
welcome.
Thought it was great.
Bye bye.
Yeah.